You think you're making the smart choice. You're reading labels, picking up the natural stuff, skipping the artificial junk. But here's the truth. That word natural on the front of the package is not protecting you. The FDA has no binding definition for it. None. And the companies that make your food know exactly how to use that gap. So today we're going to break down 10 things those labels are hiding from you. And by the end, you'll never look at a food package the same way again. Number 1. Natural flavor doesn't mean whole food. When you see natural strawberry flavor on a label, you picture a strawberry. Maybe a farm, maybe fresh fruit going into the mix somewhere. That's what the word is designed to make you think. Here's the truth. The FDA says a natural flavor is anything derived from a plant or animal source. That's it. So you can take real fruit, run it through chemical extractions, blend in solvents and stabilizers, and still call it natural. The word only describes where the process started, not what ended up in your food. Whole foods carry flavor inside their actual structure. Their fiber, their water, their nutrients. Natural flavors strip all that away. You're getting the ghost of the food, not the food itself. Number 2. Natural can still mean highly processed. So here's a question nobody thinks to ask. How much processing can something go through before it stops being natural? According to the FDA, there's no limit. A natural flavor can go through solvent extraction, high heat distillation, enzymatic reactions, and chemical modification. As long as it started from a plant or animal, it still qualifies. That's the whole rule. And here's the kicker. Some of these processes use hexane. That's the same solvent used in industrial degreasing. It strips flavor compounds right out of the raw material. But it never shows up on your label because the FDA classifies it as a processing aid, not an ingredient. So when you pick the natural option to avoid heavy processing, you can end up getting exactly that. Number 3, the source isn't always what you expect. Let's talk about vanilla. It's in your ice cream, your yogurt, your protein bars. And when a label says natural vanilla flavor, you picture a vanilla bean. That's the whole idea. But here's the kicker, right? That same label can legally cover castoreum. That's a secretion from the scent glands of beavers. FDA approved, completely legal, and you'd never know from the label. Now, castoreum is rare today because it's expensive to harvest. But that's not the point. The point is the category is wide enough to include it. The FDA's definition covers animals, plants, dairy, meat, seafood, fermentation products, all of it. You're trusting a word that was built to feel safe, not to tell you the truth. Number 4. Companies don't have to reveal the ingredients. Think about buying a mystery box. The label says, contains good stuff. You ask what's inside. They say they can't tell you. It's proprietary. You'd put it back on the shelf. But that's exactly what happens every time you buy something with natural flavors on the label. The FDA doesn't require companies to list what's actually inside those flavor blends. One line on the ingredient list. Potentially dozens of compounds behind it. None of them visible to you. And it gets worse. Some of those hidden compounds include allergens or MSG derivatives. If you have sensitivities, you can't screen for them from the label alone. You can call the manufacturer and ask directly. Some will tell you, many won't. Number 5. Natural flavors can contain dozens of chemicals. Your brain reads natural flavors and registers it as one thing. One ingredient. That's not how it works. A single flavor blend can contain dozens of individual chemical compounds. You've got the main flavor molecules, but also carriers, solvents, emulsifiers, and preservatives that keep the blend stable. These supporting chemicals are called processing aids, so they don't get listed separately. They all hide behind that one phrase. Take a natural butter flavor in microwave popcorn. The core compound can be naturally derived, but the blend around it can include propylene glycol, which is also used in antifreeze. Legal, yes, but not what you pictured when you grabbed the natural option. Number 6. They're often used to mask low-quality ingredients. Here's something food companies don't advertise. Natural flavors aren't just added to make food taste better. They're added to make bad food taste like it isn't bad. When manufacturers swap in cheaper ingredients, refined oils, stripped grains, watered-down dairy, the original flavor gets lost or turns off-putting. So they bring in natural flavors to patch it up and give you the taste you expect. And here's the kicker. It works. The product tastes rich and fresh, so you keep buying it. You're using taste as a signal of quality, but that signal has been manufactured. The taste is real. The quality behind it isn't. Number 7. Natural and artificial flavors can be chemically identical. You've been choosing natural over artificial. Smart move, right? But here's the truth. The molecule hitting your taste buds can be exactly the same either way. Take the compound that gives strawberries their flavor. You can pull it from real fruit, that's natural, or synthesize it in a lab from petroleum-derived chemicals. That's artificial. Same molecule. Your body can't tell the difference. The FDA's distinction is purely about origin, not chemistry, not safety. So the premium you pay for natural is really just paying for a story about where it came from. And here's the kicker. Synthetic flavors can actually be purer than natural ones, since natural extracts can carry trace contaminants from their source. Number 8, they can come from unexpected sources, even mold or bacteria. The beaver secretion was just the start. It gets stranger. Fermentation is a fully approved way to make natural flavors. That means mold, bacteria, and yeast are all fair game. A company can feed a specific bacteria strain a raw substrate, harvest what it secretes, and call the result a natural flavor. That's legal right now. Take vanillin, the main compound in vanilla flavor. It's commonly made by running ferulic acid through engineered microorganisms. The bacteria do the work. The label says natural vanilla flavor. The fermentation tank isn't mentioned anywhere. Fermentation itself isn't the problem. But when you picked that natural option, the bacterial vat is almost certainly not what you pictured. Number 9, flavor companies guard recipes as trade secrets. Most people have never heard of flavor houses. They don't have logos on your food, but they supply flavors to nearly every major brand you buy. Here's how it works. These companies hire flavor chemists who spend years building proprietary blends. Those blends get sold to food manufacturers. And the full recipe? Locked down by trade secret law? The same protection used for drug formulas and tech algorithms. Even the food company buying the blend doesn't always get the full list, so you can read that ingredient label all day long. But natural flavors is a door that trade secret law keeps permanently shut. You have no legal right to know what's behind it. Number 10. They're used to make ultra-processed food taste real. Here's the endgame. All of it. The sourcing, the processing, the secrecy. It all comes together for one purpose. To make food that shouldn't taste good taste like it does. Refined starches, industrial oils, protein isolates. On their own, these taste like nothing. So flavor scientists engineer a sensory experience and apply it on top. A chip that tastes like sour cream and onion. A protein bar that tastes like chocolate fudge brownie. None of that exists in the actual ingredients. It's constructed and added. And when processed food tastes like real food, you eat more of it and trust it more. Your brain gets convinced it's nourishing you. Natural flavors aren't just an ingredient, they're a strategy.